And we're back with another episode of Miner's Greed, otherwise known as the quest for every item in... Okay, I probably shouldn't punch too much. The quest for every item in Minecraft. Mary's having a few issues, guys. Not only did his color change, he appears to have been submerged into the ground. You may want to fix that, but anyway, today we have a plan. I have actually spent some time doing some things this time. I've gone through a few levels as well. I've been trying to do this whole enchanting stick, or enchanting. And it's going okay, but it may take a while. I might have to do a lot of going elsewhere and slaying some bad guys. But yeah, I've got some crazy chest things going on here. Rearranged everything slightly, put in some new items, such as our mutton. What else was new? We had a bunch of granite stuff and all that sort of stony goodness, and that is now in these chests over here. So what we're going to do today, we're going to try and fill out a lot of our blocks. Yeah, that looks nice. Now, yes, we've got a few blocks to get. This one right here, this one, would be some coarse dirt. Now, I forget exactly what makes this dirt so special, but all I'm going to do is put it in here and never use it, so it doesn't matter. Now, these two blocks are sponges, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Ah, okay, it's a good thing I'm seeing these, because part of my plan, actually, today... In fact, I'll just read you guys a little tale here. Once upon a time, Nefashu needed some coarse dirt, and then he got some coarse dirt. Yeah, these are some of the new items we've got here. Sponge and wet sponge. Now, a lot of these, as well as these four, these, of course, you have to find a darn... What is it, an ocean fortress? What is it even called? Ocean temple? So I think my general plan, I'm going to get as many items as I can. That sort of, the bog standard ones, like coarse dirt, for example. Man, that's my favourite word of the day. Or two words, as it turns out. And we're going to get all these today. Yes, we are. And hopefully, we're going to go and find some red sand. I'm going to go to the mesa. That's going to be the bulk of today's episode. And we're going to make a portal there. And then we're going to, hopefully, make our way back eventually. Yes, we are. Or maybe not. So anyway, I'm glad that I noticed that we have those saplings there, because actually I need to grow an acacia tree to make all of these doors and such. So, where the heck were these? I hope this doesn't backfire in any sort of terrible way. What other thing am I missing? Spruce. Well, we do kind of have like a spruce like forest right next to us, and that was a lot of bones that I just used up. Oh well. Right, so we need someone to plonk these trees. My game doesn't entirely agree with the jungle still, despite my new computer, but it's still fine. On playback it looks okay, but when I'm actually playing, it looks kind of jittery. Now, I don't know if you can grow acacia trees here. This will be the test. The answer is... yes, you can. Okay, well, that saves me a lot of time, because part of my journey was actually to go and find... the whole acacia biome, and that was quite a ways away. Still gonna have to go to the mesa, but that's one less thing to do. Right, and also I'm gonna need a lot of saplings back to prevent this from happening again. Okay, there's one. Okay, so yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get as many items as I can. I don't think I finished that sentence. And then, that tends to happen a lot. And then I'm going to, eventually, it might be a few episodes time, but I'm gonna try and set up a new base. Now, I'm gonna go through the nether to do such a thing, because I'm not walking as far as I've been walking before, and a lot of the reason I was walking before, I said the word before a lot, was to find new biomes rather than to actually get out anywhere specific. Whereas now, I just want to get far out enough that we can generate new terrain, because I think we've seen all the new biomes really. We just need the ocean temple, and hopefully when I go out. Never? We're going through the nether, but hopefully rabbits will be there. What don't we need? I guess we don't actually need coarse dirt. Here I am loving it up, and we don't actually need coarse dirt. I know there's a specific reason it exists, but I can't remember why. It might actually be that grass doesn't grow on it. That might be the niche behind it, which, you know, that seems kind of counterproductive, but hey-ho. Right, so we do have some wood now, which is good, because I can now use it to make a bunch of... what are we looking for? Gates, fences, and doors. Yes, indeed. Well, the doors will actually come later. Doors actually come under items for some unknown reason. I'm following it, for those of you that don't know, in the whole Minecraft wiki data values, and it would appear that for whatever reason, doors are items. So you could have fooled me with that one. And here's a spruce tree. Now, I think we're okay with saplings. Or at the very least, we could just get some more really easily, so I'm not too bothered about that. Hopefully, this thing will be kind enough to dispense us some saplings. And yeah, it'll be nice when I end up going out and sort of about and make a new place, because quite honestly, the majority of my episodes are just generating items here in this jungle. And you know, the whole series is getting the quest for every item in Minecraft. Really, am I not going to get a sapling? Come on! It's up to you, buddy. You failed me! Did it actually drop it? It actually didn't drop any. Okay, I'll just pop over. I'll pop down next door, you know? See if it got any spruce saplings for sale. I also need to check on the weather, because I always take it with me. And this is not where... There it is. There's where the spruce are. So yeah, it'd be nice to have like a change of scenery. I'm going to probably start caving as well as soon as I get there, because I'm going to need to. And I'm going to set up a new base. Ideally, before I do that, I kind of want to finish this tree up. Now, the idea was that this tree was going to be like huge and go like to the height limit. And hello, cave. However, I'm too lazy. That is never going to happen. So I think I'm just going to like cut it off at some point. And then we're just going to finish it off. I think we could do with adding one more pad. I've got one this side, the far side, and there, so I need one up there. And probably, I'm trying to think of what I could put there. My next floor is going to be a nether portal floor, but I don't know if that's necessary, because it is only down here where you can actually get to the nether. Get to the nether! So, I'll think about that. But I'll do all that off screen, because it's a lot of busy work. And I'm not one of those people that can just go, hello, I'm going to do this, and then they spend the next several hours of their life doing what they said, and then they come back and then suddenly everything's built. I just honestly don't have the time for that. If I did have the time for that, I would definitely do that as this episode. However, that is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm hoping this channel picks up at some point. Has this okay, it has dropped something. Let's get rid of 5 jungle slabs. Yeah, I tried building more, and then just no. Also, now that we have jungle fences and slabs, I want to actually just sort of mess around. No, jungle slabs? What am I chatting about? Jungle doors and fences and gates, I suppose. We could feasibly mess around with this. Now, I don't think I actually have the wood for the episode. Am I really spending the episode planting trees? You know what? You guys don't need to see that. I'm going to plant birch and... what's the other one? I have plenty of jungle wood. And I have oak wood as well. Okay, so it's just birch. I'm going to do this with the birch tree, because you don't need to see that. Unless you really want to. I should make a DVD and then make it some sort of bonus footage. Not that you guys would ever watch that. Or even watching this, for that matter. Anyway, I'll see you guys once I'm done getting some birch wood. Give me that sweet, sweet mutton. I'm a heartless person for wanting to eat rabbits. I don't think I've ever actually eaten rabbit. And this is not a rabbit, this is a sheep. The rabbits will come later. Man, all meats must taste the same to me. Okay, we've got some mutton. You know, sheep's good too. No, I definitely have had sheep at some point in my life. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. Yes, we are going to go now and make some spruce, jungle, dark oak, birch, and acacia items. I don't know why I had to list them all, but it's done now. I'm not actually sure where these go in our block chests, so I suppose we'll find out. So what I need to make at the moment is fence gates and fences. So hold on, how do you make... I'm not actually sure how this works. So if you want to make a fence, how do you actually do that? I don't know is the answer. I'm guessing the way you make gates, however, is with these. Yes, that is correct. Okay, we can at least make the gates. So we've got birch. I will look it up. I'm not just going to abandon ship there. We can do spruce. Might as well just convert all this. Jungle. We're surrounded by jungle, and yeah, I keep running out of jungle wood. I don't know how that happens. We can do that. Let's do the acacia ones. We'll stick a bunch of sticks here. So, here, 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 and I said here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. It's probably not in the right order, but that's fine. So we could do the jungle gate. Oh man, some of these could look nice. I should probably actually try, like, decorating something. That's something I don't do, because I collect the items. Why am I using oak? Dark oak. I did not even harvest any dark oak wood. We might actually have some. But that's silly of me. I'm going to get some dark oak, and I'm also going to look up how the heck you actually make fences. A thought occurs. I believe you actually need 4 dark oak saplings. Well, balls. However, I did find out how you make fences, and apparently this is now a new recipe, so it is as simple as this. And there we go. Jungle fence. I am now debating whether or not to actually bother replacing every single fence I have on my stairway. Probably not. Probably laziness will once again win out and nothing will happen, but we'll see. It will get finished eventually. So I guess I either used all my wood up or I don't know how. I don't know how I've ended up like this. I only have the 1 sapling from what I can see. Unless I've hidden it around here somewhere. Oh no, I have 3? Really? So I'm missing 1. Well, that kind of stinks. Because now that means I have to go and find... Well, to be fair, I keep coming across abundances of those things, so it shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, also, our mushroom blocks actually now look like mushroom blocks. Who would have guessed? I still can't see any dark oak. I know I had loads. Did I seriously use them all in an act of desperation? I would not be surprised if that happened. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now that we've got all that jazz, was there anything else we needed? Other than the dark oak. Well, hopefully across our journey we can find some. But for now, I'm going to leave these saplings here. But I'm going to have to remember to actually put them in eventually. And the same will go with these fences. I'll organise it all later because my mind is not in the right place and I can't think straight. That is the side effect of having a long commute to work. Or maybe it's just insanity. One of those things. It's likely one of those things. So yeah, I'm going to also get a piece of gravel with me. So we can make a flint and steel so we can get back home. Hopefully this never tactic works. And I don't have armor. That is something I should perhaps invest into. But anyway, now is the time that we are going to head to the Mesa. Now, I'm debating whether to bring Neymar or not, because... Oh, hello. Man, you're trampling over Gareth Bale. It's got to be a foul. I think I should take this. But then, obviously, the problem... You can't really travel on horses, because you always just come across water, and then you'll have to leave them. So, you know what? Considering I'm also going to the Nether, I think I'm just going to leave Neymar here. And I also feel bad I keep leaving my wolves there. We're going to have a play date someday. But anyway, I'm going to figure out where my coordinates are. I have them written down somewhere, and then I'll be back, hopefully on the journey or at the Nether. I see civilization. I don't know if we've been here, so I'm going to give it a quick gander. Also, there's a acacia biome right here, as you can see on the chords. It's not actually that far. The one I was going to go to was a completely different one. It doesn't look like I've been here. It also doesn't look like there's many signs of life. The heck happened? Hello? Have I really stumbled? Well, I suppose this will... Oh, no, there's the sounds. To answer my questions. Apparently I have been here. Yeah, I've definitely been here. So you guys have nothing but junk. Well, that's useful. However, why have I not pillaged this? It's been a while. Sure. The main thing I'd want from here is an armory guy anyway. So I'm going to check what he has. Because the likelihood is I may have come here a while ago. Coal... What? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, you probably saw that before, and now you've seen it again. Now we're gonna go back on track and head the right way. Wherever that is. It's this way. This is the right way. Yeah. I'm headed to about 700x, which is where we're kind of almost at the moment. And around negative 4,500 y. And I've not really stumbled across any water just yet, so I could probably have brought Neymar with me. I also haven't stumbled across any rabbits yet. I did stumble across horses. Oh, hello. We've probably been here as well. I've stumbled across horses in previously generated terrain. I mean, from before I even got horses. So I'm led to believe that maybe rabbits can spawn. What the heck is that over there? Is that just a cube of craziness? I'm gonna see if I've been here. Is this like discovering some like ruin that you've already been to. It makes no sense. I don't know. My memory doesn't go as far back. I don't know if I've been here or not, but I must have done. Although now I have a much better render distance. You never know. I could have missed out. Yeah, obviously have. Alright. Well, there we go. If I stumble across anything else interesting that I haven't discovered, I'll let you guys know. But until then, I will see you guys at the Mesa biome. Oh, look at his little face. So I found a rabbit and killed one in my haste. I forgot to record it. But here's your... I'm showing you your deceased parents' remains, and that seems fairly terrible. Oh, there's another one. Look at it. Hopefully there's more rabbits around here, because I would like 2 pieces of raw rabbit, so I can actually show you guys me obtaining a piece of rabbit off screen. But I mean, the rabbits were there. Come on, you don't need more proof than that. Can you blame a man for being hasty about wanting to kill a rabbit? I mean, come on. Isn't that every man's dream? Or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna keep hunting for more rabbits. If I see any, I'll let you guys know. And if I don't see any, and then I'll see you guys at the Mesa. For reals. See? Told you I was here at the Mesa. Alright. This is not too far. Considering how slow it took to get it the first time. It's quite nice. Really? Is this red sandstone? Wow, I've actually walked into a completely ungenerated part where you can get red sandstone. That's bizarre. Let's make the most of this. Oh, and is this a red sandstone cave now? I'm sure I have torches on my person somewhere. I do not have torches on my person somewhere. Let's use all of our coal and make torches. Or were the torches there on my hotbar all along? They were, weren't they? And I just wasn't looking. That is exactly what happened, isn't it? Let's get more coal to make up for it. Okay, so we're in a completely sort of unexplored area of this Mesa biome. It's kind of strange. We don't need cobble. Get out of here. We do, for some reason, need loads of coal. I don't know how we've got so short on coal. Is this all sandstone? It is. Okay. Well, whilst I'm here, let's start making things. Or is this not? What's this then? Is this clay of some variety? It is. Okay. I would like my sandstone back, please. Okay, so we have to tell which ones are sandstone and which aren't. Now, red sandstone, of course, that is its own block. Well, if I can't find any here, I can just dig up red sand and make it sandstone. But I'd kind of like to pick the sandstone up as sandstone. Man, Mesa's... This makes no logical sense as a biome, but I'm not going to complain. It is kind of cool, but when would you ever see this? I need to make a bed pretty urgently. A bed in the Mesa. And then... I'm going to consider making the nether portal back. That's going to be interesting. I don't know if it's even going to be possible to get back realistically. But we'll see. I'm kind of find another rabbit to murder him brutally. I'm so annoyed that I didn't record me killing that one rabbit. I've got to get used to this new recording. Well, usually I just record constantly. Well, that's how I used to do it. But now I turn it off and on. I don't know why. It's probably just to make sure that my recording's safe. In fact, that's exactly what it is. Right, so I'm going to dig up some red sand. And then I'm going to make some sandstone. Oh, yeah. Now, I know for ages, I've always been the person that's kind of said, you know, a lot of people have such hilarious and cool stories about their life, whereas I don't really have anything. I now have quite a funny story. So for those of you who don't know, part of the reason it's been a while since I've been recording videos is I've actually got a new job. An actual day job, I know, right? And I'm going to hopefully not distract myself and make all this sandstone properly. I do have a lot of red sand anyway. No, I'm distracting myself. Anyway, so I don't think I should say where I work. Just for the sake of this story. And by the way, I make smooth red sand. So we'll take a look at all this in a second. In fact, I'm going to put this... I'm just going to make a separate chest because I don't need a lot of this junk. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to say where I work for the sake of this story, but it's a pretty funny story. I can say that I work at a leisure, sort of a sporting... Well, I have rabbit hide, cool. That's a block I didn't notice I had. So I work at a sporting leisure sort of centre, and so we also host children's parties. Now... It's a standard package. They come use our facilities and then they have some food and some drink. We usually just pie of pizza. But they can bring their own cakes. Okay, just let me check. I've made... it's hard to tell a story and do this at the same time. Red sandstone, smooth red sandstone. Now, make slabs. So we got the slabs. I'll do this. I'll be setting up a nether portal. Anyway, chiseled sandstone, and then I think we just need some stairs. So yeah. So people bring their own cakes to their parties. I guess they're free off. So I don't work in that sort of area at all. I work in the administration area. And I sort of take photos, work for the social media sort of aspect. So I had to take photos of his shirts. I forget the exact reason why. I had to take photos of our shirts for some sort of promotion. So I went to, for some reason, the shirts were stored in one of the party rooms. And you might know where this is going with all the things I've mentioned. So I couldn't see the shirts immediately. Someone said they're in the cupboard. So there's this box on top of the cupboard. So I thought, well, you know, it might be in there. It's worth a look. And so I didn't actually look. Put my hands over into the box, and then I reached my hand in, and then all I could hear was a. I was like, oh no, that is not a good sound. And then, oh god, I'm reliving it. And then I lift my hand out, and there was frosting on my hand. And I was like, oh god, I have just ruined someone's birthday. They're going to be scarred for life. It's all my fault. I put my hand in their birthday cake. So for like an hour, I was sort of no, it wasn't that long, but it felt like it. So for ages, I was sort of flitting around because it was almost the end of my shift, and I was like, I can go home now, and no one has to know anything, and I can get away with it. Oh my god, it was so nerve-wracking, but nah. I decided to confront the person whose party it was. I'm also going to store things in this ender chest to be on the safe side. There's probably a bunch of crap in here that we don't need. I guess we don't need that now. What have I done here? Why have I made this so confusing? Right, let's see if we can feel this in here. I don't know why my iron... Why do I have 2 iron... What is going on? I have no idea what's happening. What is this? Why is this here? What's going on? So I've got the bird... Oh my god, this is a mess. I'm going to take... No, I can't take all those out. Those are pretty important to keep in there. I'm going to keep that for some reason. I'll keep the leather. Why do I have 64? That's replaceable. I'm trying to think of what's replaceable and what's not. Redstone slab, sandstone, chisel sandstone. I just need to put the stairs in. So put the stairs in, put the rest of the stuff in here. We're going to go to the nether and see if we can get home. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I decided to confront the partygoers and tell them that I just put my hand in their cake. It wasn't that bad, but it was definitely noticeable. And surprisingly, they were like the coolest people. It was like, oh, it's okay. They were just going to eat it anyway. I was like, oh my god. I know some people in this world would have just completely screwed, and I'd probably be dead. They would stab me to death because I've ruined their child's birthday forever. But no, they're really cool people. Forgave me for sticking my hand in their birthday cake. But yeah, that was a cringe moment. But now obviously I can look back and laugh at the time. It was probably one of the most terrifying experiences that has ever happened to me. And in that respect, I've probably got off quite easily in life. Now, of course, the task is to get back home. And I'm going to have to remember... That's the great thing about doing videos. Do you know how I knew where the mesa was? I looked back at my video. I don't have to record stuff down. Well, I suppose I watch the video and then record stuff down. But just I can never lose it. Unless YouTube crashes. Because it'll be on YouTube. And I'll just go on and see where I'm going. Ah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a moment of genius. And it definitely helps. I've used it multiple times to know where I'm going, because I am a doofus and can't properly... Oh my god, what pick am I using? It's efficiency 2. This is only efficiency 2 and it's gone crazy. Right, I'm gonna... There's no way I'm gonna remember this journey. But I suppose... Ooh, it's quartz. And I have to be very careful that I don't die because I have quite a bunch of stuff on me. I still have that rabbit stuff on me. Again, that's not so important because I imagine it's quite easy to obtain again. What the hell? Where am I? I'm at 91. That's probably way too high. Oh my god. Yeah, this is very perilous. I'm gonna keep recording, but I'll get you guys back when I'm out of, you know, a wall or ceiling or whatever this is. Oh! Whoops! That wasn't me! I may have shot a pigman, or something may have just happened. Oh dear, I have no armor on at all. This is the worst. Right, I'm gonna have to be on my best behavior from now on. Oh my god, these guys. This is not good. This is terrible. If I outrun them, I am not trusting that we have. So I either I hear a blaze as well. So I either shot one or a ghast hit one. I'm feeling vibes from Doc M from, was it season 9 of Minecraft UFC? Oh my god. Dude, I'm so scared. Let's hide. And I don't think I even have enough gear for armor. Yeah, I have 10 iron. Well, balls. Do I have iron in here? Please say we do. You know, I do have some... Yeah, I've got... Yeah, I knew there's a reason I did this. Oh yeah, let's get some diamond leggings out. Unbreaking protection, blast protection. We'll get this one. Whilst I'm here, let's put our hide in here. And our raw rabbit. I am quite scared now. I think that's all we can really do. Oh, well, I suppose now I can... Do I have a workbench? Did I really not pick up my workbench again? Do I even have wood on me? I might have that too. So, okay, I can't... Man, I've screwed this up a lot. However, we do at least have this. And we have this. Okay. We'll leave that here. I'm just literally staring at my screen, seeing if I have wood. Because it's so easy to miss. But I don't. I could grow a tree. But that seems unnecessary. Right, let's bring this. I think we've avoided the pigmen, and in any case, we at least have some armor. Yeah, see, those villager trades pay off, I suppose. Okay, this feels now like a stealth mission from like a game. Oh man, okay, I think they're off my tail. I think they're off my tail. But I'll definitely let you guys know if they get back on my tail. And we're not actually that far from home. And of course, getting all this nether quartz is fine and dandy. Is there an easy way across? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll report back to you guys shortly. Aha! I've found my way home. I have no idea how I'm going to get back to ever get some more red sand. But hopefully we will never need it. Whoa, okay, lag spike. Also, I don't know what happened to these pools. I came in here, like, just to see what's going on. I'm not quite sure what this is about. Sort of has some sort of conjoined twin. Right, now, hopefully, there are no creepers on the other side of the portal. We shall see. How? Okay, it is nighttime, so we need to sleep. We do have 10 levels. Am I feeling particularly... No, I think I've experienced enough of that scare of the pigmen to not ever deal with those again. Let's go to bed. Oh, come on! Damn neighbours. Toronto, oh god. Ooh, can I get a record? Probably not, probably not. Oh my god. Oh wow, you tore up the blacksmith. Well, we're going to have to renovate that at some point. Why did I just attract those skeletons to me? How about we just go to bed, huh? Oh, damn it! Come at me, bros. Yeah, take that. Take that, you scar. Okay, let's go to bed. Whew. Alright, that was a bit crazy. And I think that's going to be where we leave off for now. But we got some cool stuff. We apparently got a heck of a lot of netherrack. We got some rabbit stuff. And we got some sandstone. I'll be putting Battle back in the morning. But for now, I'm just going to hide in here like a coward from these bad guys. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Toodles.